Foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders with Millstone, who teach very well where I learned this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also shalom to the many children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. And on today, man, just basically getting on the foolishness of Israel, man. Because for centuries, in decades, man, our people have been in a constant loop of false hope, man. Going back into Martin Luther King, all the way up into Barack Obama, all the way up into this lady, Ketanji, whatever her name is, Jackson Brown, man. You think just because she's in power, or just because she sold out so much, she got a spot in Esau's kingdom, you think she's going to help you out? Hell no, man. It's been the same thing it's been the same thing since the beginning, man. That relationship between Eve and Esau, that feminism spirit. Let's go ahead and start off with that. Before I go ahead and get into the scriptures, let's start off with Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Because again, this is nothing but, the relationship between the serpent and the relationship between the serpent and Eve being rekindled. Because it's been a black Supreme Court judge as a male. Why wasn't this male celebrated as this woman? And even if you go into the qualifications, this woman, she's severely unqualified for the position. But just because she's a so-called quote unquote black woman, just because she's a so-called quote unquote she's black, and on top of that she's a woman, these devils gonna put her on a pedestal, man. But again, that's the thing. Again, that's that same relationship that they had back in the book of Genesis 3. And I'm going to start at verse Genesis 3 I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, "But the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die." Because our people knew better what to do and what not to do back in the day. And if you do the things that displeasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, ultimately is death. You going on the side of this devil. You choosing Esau as your God instead of choosing Yahweh Shem Yahushua as your God. That represents you going into death, man. You going after the philosophies of this man. And that's what this lady is doing in a roundabout way, man. And they're idolizing her, man. How much you want to bet? It's a second grader, it's a third grader that's going to write a report that's saying that she want to grow up and be like this girl, man. She don't want to grow up and be like Judith. She don't want to grow up and be like Mary or Martha. She don't want to grow up and be like Rebecca. No, she want to grow up and be like this lady, man. And once you go into this girl history, for a lack of better word, she's nothing but a low-level Mason, man. She was in the sorority, the Delta, which they call them the Reds, the Divine Nine. She represents the Deltas or whatever. And Kamala Harris, she represents the AKAs, So that's how it's all but a joke, man. It's all but fun and games, man. This is nothing but their rekindling relationship between Eve and the serpent. Because even though she know better, how much you want to bet? This lady, she know about the Israelites. She know about Yahushua. But guess what? She continued to follow after the ways of Esau. Let's continue on. Genesis 3 and verse 4. "And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die." Basically, lying unto you, man. And that's how these devils do. When these devils, once they lie to you, they throw one truth and 1,000 lies, man. Read this again. It says, "And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for the Most High doth know that in the day ye shall eat thereof, the day ye shall eat thereof, then shall your eyes be open, and ye shall be like gods, knowing good and evil." And that's how, through the spirit, that was a necessary evil for Eve to sell out. But let's continue on to the point, verse 6. "And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food," and that's what these, it's pleasing to the eyes, man. You've been in the seat of a federal judge, that's pleasing to the eyes. And people are idolizing you because even this, they have people circling around her, like so-called ghosts circling around her. They basically idolizing this woman, man. But she can't She cannot identify a man and a woman. She can't define the characteristics of a woman, man. And that's how you know she's with this wicked society, man. That's how you know that she went after the way of the serpent, man. Because they asked her to describe a woman, and that's easy, you know. Somebody who with two breasts and one for JJ. You know, that's a simple thing, man. But she couldn't describe it because she wanted to please the ears of the people, man. She wanted to please the LGBTQ community instead of pleasing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Read this again. Genesis 3 and verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, it was pleasing to the flesh, it was pleasing to the eyes. It says that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree, it's like it's like even pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise. She took the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and did eat. And again, that's how these devils work, man. These devils, they give a certain philosophy unto a people, and it basically spread. They give a trend out. It could be a trend of, you know, like a trend of getting your fingernails painted, man. And once the women say, yeah, I like my man with his fingernail painted, it's going to be 20 niggas that's going to be in the nail shop tomorrow, man. But just going back, that's on the lower level, but just going back on the higher level, hey, this is the same effect of Eve and Esau working today, man. Because she's coming under the agenda of Esau. Because let's go back, man. Name one time that elective government official helped you, man. Never. And you can see that the people that surrounded her, they got Aaliyah, they got Kobe Bryant, Dr. Sebi, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. These motherfuckers even got Betty Wright in the midst, man. What the hell Betty Wright got to do with it? They got Betty Wright in the midst, man. You know? But at the same time, just going back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, none of these people that's posted upon this picture haven't done shit for our people. Even Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, man. Because those was false prophets. They wasn't preaching the true words of Israel. They wasn't preaching the deliverance of the captives of Israel. No, man. They was preaching the things, you know, even though they stir some things up. They ruffled some feathers, for the lack of better words, but they didn't even do the whole job, man. Let's go to Jeremiah 23, and I'm going to jump down. Salakia. Jeremiah 23, in verse 25. I have heard what the prophet said that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have a dream, I have a dream. And that's what these, you know, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, even Nipsey Hussle, and this guy, I forgot this guy's name, the Black Panther guy, man. I have a dream that, you know, black people, we can just get together and we can, you know, we can just give us Texas, and we're going to get the Wall Street running again, and we're going to be on. No, man. That's not the solution, man. The solution is Yahweh Shai, man. The solution is nobody carnal. Nobody in the flesh, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said, I should not meet thee as a man. So none of these people upon this picture is the solution, man. The solution is who? Yahweh Shai. And that's what our people have to realize. Instead of trusting in false things and trusting in celebrities, trust in the leaders of Israel, man. Because your role model, and when you go into people in Russia, you know, women in Great Britain, they look up to the kings, bro. People in Sweden, they don't look up to the celebrity. They don't look up to the basketball stars. They look into the rulers of that city, man. And for lack of better words, Israel don't have no rulers in the city. You know who Israel rulers is? Niggas that play basketball, actors. Denzel Washington, Dave Chappelle. Somebody that have a comedy relief spirit upon them, man. Somebody that's paid to make somebody laugh. Nobody that have a serious spirit, man. That's who our leaders today, man. But let's get this in Isaiah 9. Let's see what our leaders do. Isaiah 9, jumping down to verse 15. And it reads, it says, Salakia, Isaiah 9. Salakia, I can please bear with me. Because the leader of our people calls us to error, man. We fall away. Why? Because through the Spirit, these people have destroyed us, man. How have they destroyed us? By leading us into false waters, by leading us into false hope. One of those false hope was when Barack Obama got elected. Now, when Barack Obama got elected, people thought everything was going to be artichoke. You know what I'm saying? Okie dokie, artichoke. Now, knowing that shit got worse, man. People lost their homes. Jake got more poor and the rich got more richer, man. So how much more when this federal judge get into office, man? And it's already a black federal judge, man. Let's get this real quick. Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err. How is you erring? Because you're not following after the ways of Yahweh Shemawashah. You're following after the ways of these men. You know what we say? Trust be the man that trusteth in men and make flesh his arm. These people, they make carnality their hope, man. If I could just, get my crossover right, I can be like Kobe Bryant. If I could just get my bars right, I can be like Nipsey Hussle. If I could just get my acting right, I can be like the guy from Black Panther. Let me get my lyrics down and my voice. I can be like Leah and Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. Well, if I could just sit in the front of the bus, I could be like Rosa Parks. This is the hope that Esau given to our people, man, which is not really hope, bro. That's false hope. Because once you get into that position, you're going to realize that you're on a lower level. Ask Oprah, bro. Oprah went into Europe and tried to buy bags. They said, nigga, go home, she became Sophia from The Color Purple real quick. Go again, Isaiah 9:16. It says, for the leaders of these people caused them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So if you're following after the ways of these people, or even trusting in the ways of these people, you're ultimately going to go into a ditch. The blind shall lead the blind. Both shall fall into a ditch. And that's what you're doing in a roundabout way by trusting these people, man. Because again, I'm going to say it again. What have these people done for you? Nothing. Except put you further in derision. Thurgood Marshall. He was a so-called black judge when it was black and white. When it was so-called bad times. But haven't shit changed since these guys got into this position, bro. Stop looking for false hope, Israel. Your hope should be in Yahweh Shai. Your hope should be in the scriptures, man. That's where you're going to find rest for your souls, man. You're not going to find rest in your souls in the midst of this person, man. Keita Johnson, Kajaya, whatever her name is. You're not going to find hope in her, man. You're going to not find hope in any of these people, bro. The only way you're going to find hope is in Yahweh Shai, man. And her being into office is nothing but another smoke in the mirrors, man. So yeah, I can only say, call Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash, Shalom, TTA, and the Baba.